J-Mad is not your everyday lunch partner. He's all the way raw.
How are you going to say Black Lives Matter when the only reason you come out is when cops kill us and we don't come out when we kill ourselves? That's crazy, man.
He's all the way real.
The truth? You can't even handle the truth.
And most of all, he has his priorities right.
I want the Falcons and the Hawks to be my pallbearers at my funeral. That way they can let me down just one last time.
J-Mad gives it to you big.
Yeah, you need that real talk. Well, J-Mad, he got ya right here doing God's work, bringing life after the collar. Hey, radio show, and he's doing it big. You just can't ignore J-Mad, bringing you the word. Just holla at your boy. Hey, life after the collar with J-Mad.
You listening to your boy J-Man. Life After the Collar, Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify. You can even link up with me on Instagram. You can link up with me on Facebook, on Twitter. It's hopping and popping on all of those locations. That's what I call my platforms. I appreciate you all tuning in today. It is a pleasure to serve you. We're going to have a great show today, and I want you all to continue to be interactive in the chat room. Make sure that you're sharing. Sharing is caring. I'm just trying to help somebody. Back in the day, they had I don't think I should use that song, though. Maybe I shouldn't use that one. I was getting ready to do an old Snoop Dogg song. It ain't no fun if your homie can't have none. That probably won't fit right in through there. Probably won't fit right in through there. But sharing is caring. Real talk. I do appreciate all of the listeners, everyone, all of you all for listening in. I thank you all so much for hanging with me. It is a pleasure to serve you. We're going to have another great night tonight. We're going to talk about a lot of different things. Well, as much as possible. I always say a lot of different things, and I ended up getting stuck on like the first or the second one. But we're going to have a good conversation. And on Friday, what's going to happen, okay, those that don't know or do know, we have now going to have a live broadcast off-site, what we call a remote location. I love remote because I actually wanted to get on a radio station here in Atlanta. And all I wanted to do was remote locations. I didn't want to be in the studio. I like seeing people's faces. I like hanging out with people. I like talking to folk. That's just me. A lot of DJs don't like to do that. They like to be in their little personal space or whatever. I like seeing folk. That's just me. It is what it is. We're going to have a great time tonight on Life After the Collar, Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio. I want to... we're going to get ready. We're going to go into our motivational moment, and then we're going to flip it over to our, what do they call it? Our sponsors and stuff like that. And then we're going to move it on out. All right? Holla at your boy. This is your boy, J-Man. It's all good. It's all gravy. Y'all know how I do it. When I do what I do when I'm doing it. Holla at me.
sorrow. Maybe it's inside the bottle. Maybe it's inside the bottle. Don't hit you like cold, in the winter like toes, full of specters, ice froze, full of scent on my gold. Don't make you wanna scream when you find out that your dream ain't really what it seems, and life is so hard.
The key to everything, everybody here in America, is the money. Some say that it's the root of all evil, brings wars and other sorts of upheaval.
Leaves families in the street with nothing to eat. Little baby boys and girls, no shoes on their feet. All the men who leave home dying in a war zone, and the women do it all on their own. It reminds me of the ghettos right here and the hoods that I see everywhere that I've been in this country. Stop bailing out the banks and give the fragrance to me. I guess my piece of the pie ain't free. Can't feel me.
It's Vito, baby. Yeah.
I know that you don't need me. It's kinda sexy when I want it, but you tease me. And you don't let them get inside of your head. Cause you know when I leave, I'll be back to your bed. Cause girl, we got a good thing. So I can't let them fuck this up, ready for wedding rings. One of a kind, glad your mind's such a blessing. Future baby mama, if you're ready. You know that I would do it, so don't test me. Looking sexy, you bring out the best me. They gon' copy. Shawty, you the best I've ever had by far. So I'ma treat you better than your last by far. No matter what you do, can't nobody tell me shit about you. I really can't explain the things you do, but it makes me crazy over you. No matter what you do, all I think about is you. And if they got a problem with my boo, then they got a problem with me too. I love your conversation, your touch is motivation. Swim good, dive in your ocean, backstroke, nah. Couldn't see it before, but now I walk, nah. First class, never fly coach, nah. Girl, you get the best, I don't see the rest, you know. Shawty, you the best I've ever had thus far. So I'ma treat you better than your last by far. No matter what you do, ain't nobody tell me shit about you. I really can't explain the things you do, but it makes me crazy over you. No matter what you do, all I think about is you. And if they got a problem with my boo, then they got a problem with me too. I love you, and I need you, and I love you, and I need you. No matter what you do, can't nobody tell me shit about you. I really can't explain the things you do, but it makes me crazy over you. No matter what you do, all I think about is you. And if they got a problem with my boo, they got a problem with me too. Yeah.
You're listening to your boy J-Man on Life After the College, Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, all the other platforms that we're on. Thank you so much for joining me today, giving me some of your time this evening. It is my pleasure. It is my honor to be in your world, in your space. Tonight I want to ask you a simple question. What seed or seeds have you sown? As you think about that question, I want you to go over your life and think about the seed and the seeds you have sown. The Bible tells us that when we spread the seeds, some will grow, some will not grow. It all depends on how and where you sow the seed. We've experienced a lot of things in life. On the spiritual side, we've had our spiritual leaders convince us that if we sow this seed, if we sow that seed, if we do this, if we do that, that it would come back to us 10, 20, 30, 100-fold. And because your heart was in the right place, you sown that seed or seeds. But then there was times in life that life just happened. And we made some bad decisions. Those bad decisions are called seeds. Those good decisions are called seeds. But not every seed is going to grow. Not every seed is going to grow. I remember vividly with my growing up with my grandparents, and we have a plot of land down there in Macon, Georgia. And on that plot of land, we had 1, 2, 3, 4 gardens. And I'm not talking about small gardens. You get in there in a little square, No, I'm talking about we had tractors. We had tractors plowing up land. And I remember some seeds we would sow would not harvest anything. In other words, it would die. But then a majority of the time, the seeds that we sown did produce what we needed it to produce. I remember one time I was, I don't want to say I was being bad. I wasn't being bad. I was being curious. That's what I was. I was being curious. My grandmother had flowers in the front of her house and some bushes in front of her, right there on the front porch. I know y'all don't know what a porch is. A porch is something that sits on the front or the back or the side, but you can put chairs out there and you can just sit and just watch cars, watch people go by and stuff like that. You just sit back and relax. Well, we had a screened-in front porch, and out front she had rose bushes and some other flowers out front. I remember we were supposed to plant some cucumbers in the big gardens, in the section that we was going to plant the cucumbers. And what I did was I reconned, that's a military term. I reconned one of the seeds for the cucumbers because I love cucumbers. And I said, I'm going to plant my own little bush. My own little cucumber plant. Planted it. And I totally forgot the fact that I planted the seed. Totally forgot about it. We hardly ever walk out of the front door. We rarely walked out of the front door. And I remember one day, my grandmother came into the house and she had this huge cucumber. I mean, it was humongous. And asked the question, who planted cucumbers on the front? Because the cucumber was so big, I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and confess up to this because I want that cucumber. Told her I did. And she was, she fussed at me for a little while. I said, don't do stuff like that. Those are for my flowers and da-da-da. But I asked a question, and maybe my grandfather overheard me because he answered. I asked, why did this one grow so much bigger than the other ones out in the main garden? My grandfather taught me a valuable lesson. He said, well, this is called, what you did was crop rotation. You try not to put the same seed in the same ground. I hope somebody getting this. I hope somebody grabbing this. You're not supposed to put the same seed in the same ground season after season after season. Because the plant that you plant one season will grab all the nutrients that its particular plant needs. Next season, you want to put a different seed in that area. And because my particular seed that I planted had never been there, it had so much of the nutrients that it needed to grow huge cucumbers. Put a nickel in a meter right there. I distinctly remember earlier this year had a seed, particular seed, and I wanted to. I looked online to see how I can do this seed, because it was a seed that I wasn't used to using. Told me what to do. It did exactly what it's supposed to do. The seed did what it's supposed to do before I put it in the ground. When I put it in the ground, nothing became of the seed. Nothing became of the seed. As we tie these two conversations together, there are certain things in our lives that we put seeds because, let me clear it up a little bit more, because I talked about what the Bible said. The Bible said that the sower will sow a seed, and it falls on different types of ground. Some seed would fall on fertile ground, and it would take. Other seeds will fall on hard ground, or where the birds would come and eat it up. Other one will fall on harder ground that it can't even saturate it, such as concrete. If you throw a seed on concrete, it's not going to do anything. There's a place that we have to be, especially. I like talking to my 40 and up crowd for a special reason, because we're going to have to make some tough decisions in our life, decisions in our lives. I want the under 40 to listen, especially my 30s, because you all are 30-year-old are in a very unique spot in life. You really are. 40s is life changing. When you reach the day you reach 40, you're gonna see what I mean. If you're in your 30s and you're listening and you reach 40, you're gonna see exactly what I mean. The day you turn 40, it's a whole new outlook. But for my 40 and up crowd, we've gone through life and we've sown seeds through our lives. Every step that we take, every situation we've been in, every experience that we've had, we've sown seeds. But thank God that He has the ability to allow the necessary seeds to grow, and the other seeds to not prosper. Here's what I mean by that. There are certain things that, we try to be religious about this thing. There are certain things that we're just gonna have to simply answer for. You're just gonna have to simply answer for those things. You're going to have to, when they say consequences and repercussions, there are certain things that you're going to have to answer to God for. But then there are things that's just covered under the blood. It's just covered under the blood. To determine where you are in life, it's real simple. Look at your heart. Where is your heart? We often tell people or conversate with people about what other folks did to us and how bad life has treated us and all of these other things. Very rarely do we talk about what we did to other folks. Very rarely do we talk about how we mistreated other folks or what bad decisions we made. Those are all seeds. The good things that we've done and the bad things that we've done. The Bible tells us this: in all of your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path. What that simply means is this: all of the good and the bad that we've done, acknowledge God in them. God, I messed up right here. God, I did this right here. God, this is where my heart is, God. And He will direct which direction we need to go in. In other words, God will show you how, okay, if you go this way, because you're not over there anymore, I won't water that seed. I won't give increase to that seed. The Bible says that one person plant, the other person water, but God will give the increase. That's just Bible. That's just simply Bible. But God is not going to water a seed that you're no longer there. He's not going to water a seed that you're no longer in that area. And if you're no longer in that area, the harvest can't come from it. That's repentance. I'm just trying to help folks out. I know people want to put all these your bad things on you, and they want to do all of these things. But thank God, God is the judge and not other folk. Thank God He is judge and judge alone. I tell people all the time, you always, when you're listening to the J-Mad, when you listen, I'll give you my real name. When you listen to Jason, you're listening to an imperfect person that God simply loves. I know people out there, the hardest thing that we deal with in our lives is learning to forgive ourselves. Tonight, as a motivational thing, I want you to forgive yourselves for some of the bad seeds you've sown. Let's disconnect from some of the bad things. It's the forgiveness starting yourself first. Yeah, we walk around and pretend that we've never done anything wrong. We walk around and pretend that we've made all the right decisions. We pretend that, that person hurt me because they hurt me, not because I made a bad decision, not because I allowed them in my life because they weren't supposed to be. We made a bad decision. We made a bad choice. But here is life. Life has afforded us what we call another day. You can't beat that. The fact that you had another day and you were imperfect. Tomorrow I want to talk about something in my motivational theme. And I want to talk about the heritage that we leave for our children. Because the Bible tells us a good man is going to leave something for his children's children. And it's more than just money. And it starts with forgiveness of ourselves. What seeds have you planted? Not just for yourself to harvest off of. But what seeds have you planted for your children? And not only your children, what seeds have you planted for your children's children to eat off of? Simply put, question, What seed or seeds have you sown? You're listening to your boy J-Mad on Spreaker.com. Life After the Collar. We're making it do just what it's.
Everybody's looking for that something, one thing that makes it all complete. You'll find it in the strangest places, places you never knew it could be. Some find it in the faces of their children, some find it in their lovers' eyes. Who can deny the joy it brings when you find that special thing? You're flying without wings. Some find it sharing every morning, some in the solitary lives. You find it in the works of others. A simple line can make you laugh or cry. You find it in the deepest friendships, the kind you cherish all your life. And when you know how much that means, you found that special thing. You're flying without wings. So impossible as they may seem, you've got to fight for every dream. 'Cause who's to know which one you let go would have made you complete. But for me, it's waking up beside you, yeah, to watch the sunrise on your face, to know that I can say I love you at any given time or place. Oh, it's the little things that only I know. Those are the things that make you mine, oh mine. And it's the flying without wings. 'Cause you're my special thing. I'm flying without wings. You're the place my life begins, and you'll be where it ends. I'm flying without wings, and that's the joy it brings. I'm flying without wings.
I'm lying in the back of my daddy's old pickup truck, looking up in the sky at the stars. All I see is you, yeah. And I find myself in my room, sitting here with the blues. 'Cause all I want is you. blame a man for loving you and wanting you like me.
When I need motivation, my one solution is my queen, cause she stays strong. Yeah, yeah, she is always in my corner, right there when I wanna. All these other girls are tempting, but I'm empty when you're gone. And they say, do you need me? Do you think I'm pretty? Do I make you feel like cheating? I'm like, no, not really, cause oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. She walks like a model. She grants my wishes like a genie in a bottle. Yeah, yeah, cause I'm the wizard of love, and I got the magic wand. All these other girls are tempting, but I'm empty when you're gone. And they say, do you need me? Do you think I'm pretty? Do I make you feel like cheating? I'm like, no, not really, cause oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. She gives me love and affection. Baby, did I mention you're the only girl for me? No, I don't need a next one. Mama loves you too. She thinks I made the right selection. Now all that's left to do is just for me to put the question. Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her.
You're listening to Life After the Collar with your boy J Mad. Well, let's go ahead and get this thing started tonight. Maxine Waters is my girl. I don't know. See, y'all don't listen to news. Y'all don't listen to news like I listen to news. But Maxine Waters, that's my girl. She went thug. Matter of fact, she matched. This is what she did. This is what she did. All of this foolishness that 45 is talking. All of this craziness that the representatives, the Senate, and the House of Representatives are allowing 45 to say whenever he want to say it, however he want to say it, and now all of these other folks feeling like they can follow suit and say and do whatever they want to do. Maxine Waters, thank you. Because I am so sick and tired of all of these passive folks in D.C. that we've elected. I understand the conversation of when they take the low road, we take the high road. There's a verse in the Bible. Y'all know me. I'll Bible you down. There's a season. There's a time for everything. And Maxine, you put on your boxing gloves and said, let's get it. For those of you who do not watch the news, because this happened 2 days ago, and I've been following, I just been watching to see how I kind of hinted at it yesterday. If y'all didn't know, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, which is what's the Huckabee dude that ran for president some years ago? That's who's the White House press secretary person that speaks, and she's been hiding. She hasn't given us a briefing lately either. Yeah, you can run, but you can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. She was out eating this weekend, and people bum rushed the restaurant that she was in, and she basically didn't get served at the restaurant. Matter of fact, she was asked to leave the restaurant. How does it feel? Y'all see, folks ain't gonna like this part. Folks ain't gonna like this part because we're gonna have a whole real debate when I get to Friday night. I'm gonna talk about all of this stuff that we've been talking about all week. But it's just me in the studio by myself tonight, so we're gonna have this conversation alone. But we're gonna have a real good debate Friday. Y'all better tune in Friday because it's gonna be on and popping. Paradise Islands in Lithonia, Georgia. Paradise Island Cigar Lounge, Lithonia, Georgia. You better be there. Bring your lawn chairs. I'm gonna help y'all out. Let me help some of y'all out. Bring your own personal chairs because it's gonna be packed. You're gonna have to have your own seat. Bring your own seats because we got. This week. I brought my speaker, my studio speakers. And next thing I know, they was lined up outside. So I'm gonna have to bring my big boy speakers for outside. So bring your lawn chairs. Bring your bring your cooler. I'll put it that way. Bring your coolers. You're allowed to bring your coolers. Bring your coolers. And we're gonna have a good time this weekend. And we're gonna we're gonna work some things out. But we're gonna have a good conversation about all this stuff. But since it's just me in the studio, we'll do it this way. So now they mad because Huckabee, Maxine Waters pulled the gloves off and said it's time for y'all to get in their face. It's time for y'all to push back on these folks that's doing whatever they want to do, however they want to do it, and nobody's saying anything. Now you're mad. Now you're mad. And they was like, oh, how dare she say anything like that? Let me help y'all out. Look, it's okay when a white man say whatever he want to say. Now you feeling some kind of way because a black woman has stepped up and pushed back on you. Let me tell you one thing. There's a lot of things we can do in this world. Let me tell you about. Let me help my light skinned people that's listening. Not light skin as in light skin, bro. My white brothers and sisters, especially those that's in the White House. Never tick off a black woman. And right now, what you have done is ticked off a black woman. You really have. And she is getting ready. And I'm surprised. More of them have not stepped up. I understand that that money would make you make some business decisions. It is what it is. Because there are things that I wanted to say on here, but because I get a check every month from retirement, I don't want them to come looking for me, so I keep it PC a little bit, as much as I can. It is what it is. Y'all don't look. Ain't no need of looking at laughing at the radio right now. It is what it is. Whitney just said it ain't no fun when the rabbits got the gun. Show you right. Let me tell y'all what's getting ready to happen. There is a wave of women that's running and winning these political offices. Let me tell y'all what's getting ready to happen. I often get on my culture because we don't know how to stick together. Let me tell you how the LGBT community, let me tell you how they got a lot of their laws and stuff pushed through because they stuck together. It is what it is. The reason why the black agenda has not been on the forefront is because we don't know how to stick together. We don't know how to go out and do it together. Back in the day with Martin Luther King was running things, Malcolm X was running things, we were sticking together. And we was able to get a lot of stuff. Let me put a nickel in that meter right now. Shout out to the Martin Luther King Memorial Center downtown at ATL. Today marks the 50th anniversary of that place opening up. And they having all kinds of programs tonight. So if you're in the ATL, and I think they're going to 10 o'clock tonight, 10 o'clock tonight. If you're in that area, downtown Atlanta, go to the Martin Luther King. They give away things. Bernice King, I really want to do an interview with Bernice King. She friended me on Facebook about, I want to say 6 months ago, because I made a big to-do about it. She friended me on Facebook about 6 months ago, and I was dumbfounded. And it wasn't no play. Those trolls, those people that make those fake accounts. This was the real deal, Bernice King. And I felt some kind of way. I almost let me stop. Sometimes my jokes get too far. Sometimes my jokes go too far. So shout out to the King family, y'all down there in the ATL downtown, and they blocked off Auburn Avenue. A large part of Auburn Avenue is blocked off, so you can't just roll up in front of the center. It is blocked off. Large part of the King, and especially if you ever been to Atlanta and you have not visited that area where the King house where he was raised, the house that he was raised, they have a nice little museum, a store next to the house. You get to walk through the house. Now you have to make your plans because it's only timed. You can only go through it at certain times, and they don't play around in there. You gotta make sure you square it up when you get down there, because that's a sensitive area down there. Because if anything ever happened to that area, it's hell to pay. It is what it is. I'm just trying to help y'all out. But if you've never, the church is that he used to preach at, Ebenezer, right there on the corner. I know they have a new church now, but you can still tour the old church. The church you can actually just walk through. You don't have to pay anything, or you can just walk through. They do have guides and stuff like that. And I went there earlier this year, and I just sat there and just bask in the history task in the history. There's a church in Grantville, Georgia, that felt the need to put my name on the cornerstone of their church. My name is one of the names on the cornerstone of the church. I thought that was a big deal, but to sit in Ebenezer and listen as they play some of the sermons and things like that, it doesn't compare. Not even close. Not even close. So if you're in the ATL, make sure I go down there, visit the King Center. Do take your kids. If you live in Atlanta and you don't, and I'm one. And you know what? I just thought about that. All three of my sons are in Atlanta now, and I'm gonna get all three of them, and we're gonna go to the King Center. Make that a family event that your kids should know Martin Luther King and what he's done for us. All right. Back to the subject at hand. Maxine Waters done showed out on them folks, and now they scared. They scared. How is it that a white guy can say whatever he want to say, however he want to say it, and nobody says anything? Nobody feel disrespected. Nobody says, "Oh, the president needs to respond, apologize, or correct his words, or all this other stuff." But the minute a black woman says something, you in your feelings. You got an issue with that. Maxine Waters, Representative Maxine Waters, keep doing what you're doing. Keep saying it the way you're saying it. Because if that's the conversation they want to have, let's have it. If that's the pushback they want to push back, if you want to make America great again, I'm sorry, it ain't going back to again. We're going to make America better. We're going to make America greater. We're not going to make America great again. Again means we're going back somewhere. We're going to make America greater. And I'm down with whatever we need to do. Let's do this thing. All I need is the green light. Give me the green light and we good to go. Maxine Waters, come holler at me. Come in. If anybody know who is that who just said auntie? Call her auntie. Miss Whitney, call auntie and tell her to call me. And we're gonna free Mr. Clark. Free Mr. Clark.
Give me just one night. I'm ready to go right now. I'm ready to go right now. Let's go. I'm ready to go right now. I'm ready to go right now. I see you move. I'm checking your smile. Working your back like it's going out of style. Shake just a little bit faster. Shake just a little now, girl. I'm dying to meet you, so let's mess around. Got an obsession with us getting down. Come just a little bit closer. I just need permission, so give me the green light. Give me just one. Technically no. If you be my girlfriend, then I'll make it so. You be my only true lover. No competition, no other. I've got a feeling I'm winning this race. Baby, I'm getting much closer. I just need permission, so give me the green light. Give me just one night. I'm ready to go right now. I'm ready to go right now. We could go all night. Give me the green light. I'm ready to go right now. I'm ready to go right now.
I want you green light. Well, if it's what it seems like, the way you're moving, baby, lets me know that it's gonna be right. I want you green, red light. I wanna see what your bed's like. But if I be your buddy, did you study? Is your head right? So I went hard like Medusa staring at me. I told her, let's go, let's blow this lame nigga factory. She said, what kind of girl do you think that I are? The kind that you meet in a bar? You think you can get whatever you want, cause you some kind of star. No, I'm a coming, I just want you, woman. Hey, if I were you, it would be me that I go home with. 3, the one and only. One thing you ain't considered, I heard you when you told your girl, ooh, we can get it. Admit it, you did it. Let's hop a cab and split it. I'm kidding, we both going to where you living. I got you giggling like a piglet. Oh, that's the ticket. I hope you're more like Anita Baker than Robin Gibbons. No, I don't know that lady, so let me quit it. I'm just style free and freestyling, which I seldom do. This is what I'm telling you. To the bed, I'm telling you. Like I've been in jail for 2 years and then they let me in. You got you one legend. Sometimes you gotta step from behind that piano. Let them know what's going on. Even Stevie Wonder got down sometimes.
Give me the green light.
I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to go right now.
My man Dink can't wait.
I'm ready to go right now.
Participate.
I'm ready to go right now. 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 In the club with my homies, tryna get a little VI, keep it down on the low key. You should know how it feels. I saw the shorty, she was checking up for me. From the game, she was spitting in my ear. You would think that she knew me. Decided to chill. Conversation got heavy. She had me feeling like she's ready to blow. Watch out! She saying, come get me. So I got up and followed her to the floor. She said, baby, let's go. When I told her, I said, Johnny got down, she said, come and get me. I got so caught up, that she told me. Look at my girl, she be the best of all me. Next thing I knew, she was all up on me screaming. She's all up in my head now. Got me thinking that it might be a good idea to take her with me. She's ready to leave. Well, let's go. And I gotta keep it real now. Cause on the 1 to 10, she's a certified 20. But that just ain't me. Hey, cause I know if I take that chance, she swears it's gonna leave. But what I do is the way she dance makes Shawty alright with me. The way she I'm like, yeah, just work that out for me. She asked for one more dance, and I'm like, yeah, how the hell am I supposed to leave? And I said, Johnny got down, said, come and get me. I got so caught up, I got you told me. Look at my girl, she be the best of all me.
conspicuous. And wow, these women all on the prowl. If you hold the head steady, I'ma milk the cow. And forget about game, I'ma spit the truth. I won't stop till I get them in their birthday suits. So give me the rhythm and it'll be off with their clothes. Then bend over to the front and touch your toes. I left the jag and I took the rolls. If they ain't cutting, then I put them on foot patrol. How you like me now when my pinky's valued over 300,000? Let's drink, you the one to please. Ludacris fill cups like Double D. Me and Ursh, what's more when we leaves them dead? We want a lady in the street, but a freak in the bed that say, Lil Jon got the beat to make your booty go. Take that, rewind it back. Ursher got the voice to make your booty go. Take that, rewind it back. Ludacris got the flow to make your booty go. Take that, rewind it back. Lil Jon got the beat to make your booty go.
Let me see you do the A-Town star. Do the A-Town star. Now do the muscle. Do the muscle. Do the muscle. Do the muscle. Thunderclap, hey. Thunderclap, hey. Thunderclap, hey. Thunderclap, hey. Rock away. Rock away. Rock away. Rock away. And cut.
Yeah, you need that real talk. Well, J Mad, he got ya right here doing God's work, bringing life after the collar. Hey, radio show and he's doing it big. You just can't ignore J Mad, bringing you the word. Just holla at your boy. Hey, life after the collar with J Mad.
Listen to J Mad weekdays on Spreaker.com.
I know he see me looking at you, and I know you know you looking at me.
Play this girl.
I hold them legs up. He can take you out to dinner and look like a player. I'ma give it to you good up in the elevator. He be acting all soft when he get in them draws. I'ma break you off and fuck you up against the wall. Finna move up in that slot, cause I'm something he not. And he don't know what he got. I'm in the drop top. To get the twat, I got a knot. No more running from the cops. Now I'm rolling with Fox because the block's hot. But I'm always a G, cause I come from the streets. And I got heat for whoever thinking they want some. No more fucking with the lanes. Now you rolling with a thug. So tell a nigga to beat it, beat it. Won't you play this girl a love song?
Let me go ahead and apologize for Twister. I was sitting here and say, Twister, don't get on the radio and say all them crazy words. You're trying to keep this clean. Don't come in the studio saying all them crazy words. So let me go ahead and apologize for Mr. Twister. Let me give you somebody that just.
Sitting here, guess I didn't make bail. Got time and a story to tell. Started when I was 9 years old. Woke up and daddy was gone. I started hustling, they couldn't tell me nothing. Frontin' in the hood, trying to be somebody. My soul was on empty. I was searching for something. Tried to be good. Tried to keep from trouble. Living too fast. Trying to make good on a hustle. Sometimes it get rough. Coming from where I'm from. Times got hard. Yeah. Coming from where I'm from. Sometimes you gotta walk to work. Yeah. Coming from where I'm from. Sometimes you gotta do a little dirt. Coming from where I'm from. Wasn't really looking, guess I found it. 5'3", light brown skin. Coming from the university. Nice style, looking kinda lovely. Didn't know she had much game. Down the ride out, even take the train. Even take her to a poker game. Top notch from fried chicken to sushi. Try to be good. Tried to treat you like a lady. Tried to be a friend. Turned out that you were shady. Sometimes I get lonely. Coming from where I'm from. Things ain't what they seem to be. Coming from where I'm from. Sometimes you get a little angry. Yeah. Coming from where I'm from. Sometimes you get the best of me. Coming from where I'm from.
All right, that should be better right there. That should be a whole lot better right there. Y'all, don't be calling the folks on me. Don't be, calling my pastor and calling the bishop and said that he doing what he doing and the thing is this. That thing just got a text. Why it sound like you caught up? No, that song actually messed me up. I thought I grabbed the right song. Let me put it this way. I don't like to play songs because I think music is more than those cuss words that they be putting in. I think we can do without them. Back in the day, they used to, when you wanted to say something out of the way, you had a unique way of saying it. And so when I hear music and I'm thinking, man, I'm finna jam, and then I forget that a lot of times with today's music, I have to put clean behind it. I have to look for the clean version. And I need to start getting my music from Walmart because Walmart only sells clean music. That's why I like shopping at Walmart. I don't buy CDs anymore. Let me put it that way, especially now that I'm DJing and we have our way of grabbing music. And we don't have to, because they don't need to. Back in the day, you would have to buy the whole album to get one song off of it. That was back in the day. I used to DJ for real. Club DJ. We would have to have the whole album. Not unless they made the single. The instrumental on one side and the music on the other side. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all too young to know anything about that. But it's going to be good. It's going to be gravy. I want to go ahead and get into this. I want to talk because, like I said, a lot of the stuff that we're talking about during the week, we're going to climax it on Friday. Where we're going to have other people put in their opinion about the different topics. Because I really want to see what people think about Maxine Waters and what she said and some of the other things. So it's going to be on and popping. We're going to have good things. No, I didn't get caught up. I just don't like, because I already know what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen. Folks are going to call me or inbox me or text me and say, hey, Doc, you playing that type of music with cuss words on it? Look, all of y'all be cussing. Stop playing. I'll take the show here then. Here's one thing I dislike, and I had to learn because I was in that boat. I'm not throwing shades because I used to be that way. We pretend that we don't do nothing wrong. When we have on them collars and them chains and ropes and robes and all this other stuff and carry them titles and stuff, we be walking around acting like we all deep and saved and we're so close to God and God just only speak to us. Truth be told, if I can just be real with you, we probably cuss more. Oh, God. See, this is why I don't have any preacher friends anymore. This is exactly why I don't have any preacher friends anymore. Some of the stuff that we do, I'm talking about my peer group, them licensed, ordained, consecrated folk. A lot of the stuff that we do the same as you all do. And in a lot of cases, we probably go a little bit deeper. That's why I got to the point where I don't accuse folks. God taught me that. Showed me that in 1992. I'll tell y'all about a dream that I had some years ago. Here's the dream. I woke up one night out of a dream. And the dream was, I was on Calvary. And if you know me and my vision, I dream in color. So a lot of people dream in black and white. I dream in color. And so we was at Calvary, and I smelled. It was so vivid that I could smell the scent of the area. I smelled the stench of the area. I heard the noise, so I can touch I know what the dirt feels like. And so I was I was at Calvary, and I saw Jesus on the cross, and I looked up, and Mary was to my left, and James was to my right, and I'm looking up, and I see Jesus. And then it was so horrific that I looked down and I started crying. But then I looked back up, and I was on the cross, and I felt a lot of the pain. And it hurt so bad that I jumped up. I jumped up and out of my sleep. And I was like, man, that was strange. And then I went back to sleep. And then the very next dream was, I was on earth, and I had this Bible in my hand. It was the Bible that I used to preach from. Matter of fact, I still have it. And in this dream, a huge hand came from heaven and pulled the Bible, was pulling the Bible out of my hand. It was just yanking and I'm holding on to the Bible for dear life. And the hand was from God, and it was pulling the Bible away from me. And I woke up out of that as well. And so God, after trying to talk to God, what's all this stuff about? He said, I need you to go through things that you tell people that this is what you're supposed to do, since it's that easy. I used to talk about, that's why you have to be careful with preachers that always saying what y'all doing, what you need to do. You got to be careful with those types of preachers. He said, because you keep telling these people what to do and how you make it seem so easy, since this is what they're supposed to do, you do it. Here you go, Jason. I'm going to put you in the same category. I'm going to put you in the same situations. Now you do it. Man, that thing messed me up. And I literally started going through things. Now, the reverse side of that was, the first dream was, anything that I was going to go through in life, God was telling me that he already died on the cross for it, and that I was covered. But all of these things that I was telling people, you're an alcoholic, you need to stop doing this. You doing this, you need to stop doing that. You doing this way, you need to stop doing this. And God said, if it's that easy, here you go. Here's the cup. You drink from it. I can't stand Whitney. Whitney just said, I don't cuss, I curse. I'm a lady. You know what? We all... I want the purpose of life after the collar. Let me help y'all out. The purpose of life after the collar is to show people we all on the same playing field. We just have different spots we have to play on the team. The pitcher can't play outfield at the same time. Can't play first base at the same time. First base can't play third base. We're on the same team. We just got different ways of doing things. We're all imperfect. Because in reality, the pitcher can't play first base. If you put a pitcher on first base, he ain't gonna respond the same. He's not gonna act the same. He's not gonna be productive enough. You put that second baseman on, that shortstop on the pitcher mound, he's not gonna be the same. Just, y'all know my motto. I'm just trying to help somebody out. That's all I want to do, is just help somebody out. We can't allow I'm going to use the word life to convince us that we're better than other folks. We're not better than other folks. The only thing we can do is to be the best we supposed to be. Stop trying to be better than. When you try to be better than other folks, you minimize yourself. Because it's not about you being better than other folks. It's all about you being the best you can be and doing the best you can do. And that's just real talk. That's not me trying to make a hype out of all of this. It is what it is. We're so busy trying to be better than other folks that we miss the mark. And what we end up doing is judging folks. And it's so prevalent in the church. I read a post the other day. It's amazing how the church folks is so full of judges, when in reality there's only one judge in the church. I already know I'm going to get some calls about this. I already know it. I don't care. I ain't scared of none of y'all. Okay. Bernie Mac almost came out of me right in through there. Holla at your boy. This is your boy J-Man. iHeartRadio, Spreaker.com, Spotify. Let's make it do what it do, baby. Holla at your boy. It's all good. And it's definite.
I just wanna be a good man to you, girl. That's all I want, babe. Hey, that's all I want, babe, baby. That's all I wanna, babe, babe. So I just wanna be a good man to you, girl. That's all I want, babe, babe. That's all I wanna, babe, baby. That's all I wanna be, babe. So I just wanna pick the phone up every single time you call. It don't matter where I'm at. I wanna be chillin' with Obama, talking business. See you call and tell him, hold up, I gotta take this. Let the world wait. Wanna wear it like a medal. Tell him that I'm a spoken for a fellow. The ladies say hello like I'm who they wanna be. I do everything with my left, I know you see it. Trifling, listen baby, I ain't nowhere near perfect, but I promise to make it all worth it. Giving you the thing to be the man you deserve it. Making sure you're smiling, way more than you're hurting. Taking my time to hear you when you're talking. Reminding you how bad you are often. Keep them legs shaking, making love and making sure you understand that it's in my plan. So I just wanna be a good man to you, girl. That's all I wanna be, baby. That's all I wanna be, baby. That's all I wanna be. So I just wanna be a good man to you, girl. That's all I wanna be. That's all I wanna be, baby. That's all I wanna be. Tell the truth, tell the whole damn truth. Never leaving out the parts I know gon' upset you. Never doing things that I ain't got no business doing. When you're around, when you're not around, I respect you. And I would never make a fool out you, baby. No, I never make a fool out you, baby. I'm making sure you can trust me beyond the shadow of a doubt. So when them bras run up on you with my name in their mouth, you tell them you can be gone with all that. Cause you know what we got is beyond all that. You know we got that real thing. Gonna be the object of some hating. Hey, but we gon' be alright, we gon' be alright. Making love after every fight. Girl, from the day I put that ring up on your hand, in front of friends and fam, I had a plan. And my plan is to be a good man to you, girl. That's all I wanna be. Hey. That's all I wanna be, baby. That's all I wanna be. Said I want to be a good man to you, girl. That's all I wanna be. Said it's all I wanna be, baby. All I wanna be. Oh, oh, la 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 la.
Fellas, I wonder would you mind if I talk to you for a minute? You know, sometimes we have the tendency, or should I say we forget what a woman needs every now and then. That's if you want to keep your thing together. Listen to me.
Do them things that keep a smile on her face. Say them things that makes her feel better every day. Then you got to stay on your P's and Q's. If you don't, the woman you can easily lose. Oh, I have a love and a loss. No one can help me share the pain that she caused me. Oh, the woman's gotta have it. I believe it. Yeah, she wants to know that she's needed around. When you kiss her, you gotta make her feel it. Every time, boy, she wants to know that she's not walking on shaky ground. Make it over. Make it over, my brother. Yeah. Don't take for granted. Smile on her face. Check a little bit closer. You might find a tear trace. Maybe the girl may never say a mumbling word, but you gotta make sure that her voice is heard. I don't love, true love, and I lost her. And I'm suffering from all this pain that the love has caused me. Oh, a woman's gotta have it. She's gotta have it, yeah. She wants to know that she's needed around. When you kiss her, you gotta make her feel it, yeah. Make her feel it, yeah, yeah. She wants to know that she's not walking, yeah. So if you got love and you wanna keep her, listen, you got to give her what she wants when she wants it. You, what she wants it, yeah. Every time goes time, she needs it. What I'm trying to say, the woman's gotta have it. Even if you don't ask for it, hey, your woman's gotta have it. You know, life is funny. Everybody wants love, but everybody's afraid of love, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a firm believer that if you get anything out of life, yeah, you gotta put up with the toils and strife, yeah. Now listen, ooh, you're pushing my love a little bit too far. I don't think you know how blessed you are. And your friend Eddie Mae tells you all that she sees. Have you ever thought she was trying to get close to me, girl? What I want you to do is think it over. Think it over, girl. Think it over. Look, that's the way I feel about you. That's the way I feel about you, girl.
I look back on all those good times we once shared, and I must have been blind just to think I'd find someone new, one who'd love me better than you. Well, it may come as a surprise. Oh,
You're listening to your boy J-Man on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio. This is Life After the Collar. Let me give a shout out to my son, Jay Madison. He is he's recruiting for the next 30 days in the Atlanta area. If you're in the Atlanta area, or you can get your son or daughter to the Atlanta area, I need y'all to come holler at my boy, my son. Let me give his number out real quick. 678-673-0991. Again, that's 678-673-0991. I need y'all to give him a call. If you're just trying to push your son or your daughter to the military, or your son and your daughter says they want to go to the military, stop by, give him a call, or call me. It's not as bad as y'all think it is. Look, I went in at 19 and retired at the age of 39. Y'all see what I'm doing now? Is because I made a conscious decision. I talked earlier today about sowing into your kids and your children's children. Sometimes that seed is to give them the freedom to expand their life. I went in at the beginning of Kuwait. 92. I remember back in 1992 when all that foolishness started happening. That's when I went into the military. Do I have some they had to end up taking a bone out of my foot and all kinds of things, but I'm better now. I did it so that my children, I was thinking ahead. I wanted my children to have a better life. I wanted to make a better life for myself. I didn't want to have to depend on mom. I didn't want to have to depend on mom. I had to depend on myself. I was out of the house at 18, actually at 17. And I never looked back. I never looked back. Was there some tough days? Yes, there were some tough days. But you're looking at somebody, I'm 45 now. 45. I wake up when I want to wake up. I don't have a clock to punch. I'm doing all of the dreams that I ever wanted to do, all because I made a good decision. Not a good decision, a great decision. When I was 19 years old. Now, what I wish I had was somebody to share with me what my son is going to share with them. Because what I did for my son is I told my son how to make it through this military gauntlet. Use the military because the military will use you. 3 years in, my son is already E4. He's knocking on E5. Matter of fact, he's finishing his paperwork up so he can be an E5 before his first enlistment is up. He's what they call fast track. If you want your children, your son, your daughter, your nephew, your niece, your grandchild to do something productive with their lives, even if they just sign for 4 years. Even if they just sign for 4 years. He'll tell them how to get a job where you ain't even got to worry about going nowhere. Put in your 4 years, get on out. Especially our young black men. Get some stability under your feet. Get something under your feet that you're stable. I know you think about materialistic things. My son has one of them high lift trucks. You know, he's a redneck. That's what I call him. He has one of them high lift trucks and it's tricked out and all this other stuff, and you know, but he can pay for it. He ain't gotta ask daddy for nothing. If you tired of your children asking you for money all the time, staying with you, all of this other stuff, y'all need to go holler at my boy. My middle son, he get ready to go holler at him because if he don't give me his information, he gonna end up his tail in the military too. I'm venting right now. I apologize. I just let all my personal business out right in through there. I got to go have a conversation with him in a minute. Dewana said you got me signing up. I ain't even mad at you. The military was the best choice I ever made in my life. I was able to see the entire world for free, and I'll do it all over again. I'll do it all over again. Well, the time is far spent. We got about 20 more minutes on this thing here. I was reading something the other day. I'm going to play this dude here. I was reading something. They said that they just had another spotting. We've turned Tupac into Elvis. Tupac is the black Elvis. Tupac to the black community is Elvis to the white community. Next thing we know, we're going to say he's an alien and all this other stuff. I'll let you boy.
You all appreciate it. When I was young, me and my mama had beef, 17 years old, kicked out on the streets. Though back at the time, I never thought I'd see her face. Ain't a woman alive that could take my mama's place. Suspended from school, I'm scared to go home. I was a fool with the big boys, breaking all the rules. Shed tears with my baby sister. Over the years, we was poor than other little kids. And even though we had different daddies, the same drama when things went wrong, we blame mama. I reminisce on the stress I caused. It was hell, hugging on my mama from a jail cell. And who thinking elementary? Hey, I see the penitentiary one day. Running from the police, that's right. Mama catch me, put a whooping to my backside. And even as a crack fiend, mama, you always was the black queen, mama. I finally understand for a woman it ain't easy trying to raise a man. You always was committed, a poor single mother on welfare. Tell me how you did it, there's no way I can pay you back. But the plan is to show you that I understand. You all appreciate it. Don't you know we love you, sweet dear mama. No one above you, you all appreciate it. Don't you know we love you? Now ain't nobody tell us it was fair. No love for my daddy cause the coward wasn't there. He passed away and I didn't cry cause my anger wouldn't let me feel for a stranger. They say I'm wrong and I'm heartless, but all along I was looking for a father, he was gone. I hung around with the thugs, and even though they sold drugs, they showed a young brother love. I moved out, started really hanging. I needed money of my own, so I started slanging. I ain't guilty, cause even though I sell rocks, it feels good putting money in your mailbox. I love paying rent when the rent's due. I hope you got the diamond necklace that I sent to you. Cause when I was low, you was there for me. You never left me alone because you cared for me. And I can see you coming home after work late. You're in the kitchen trying to fix us a hot plate. You're just working with the scraps you was given. And mama made miracles every Thanksgiving. But now the road got rough, you're alone. You're trying to raise two bad kids on your own. And there's no way I can pay you back. But my plan is to show you that I understand. You all appreciate it. Don't you know we love you, sweet and dear mama. Please, no one above you, sweet. You all appreciate it. Don't you know we love you? Pour out some liquor and I reminisce. Cause through the drama I can always depend on my mama. And when it seems that I'm hopeless, you say the words that can get me back in focus. When I was sick as a little kid, to keep me happy, there's no limit to the things you did. And all my childhood memories are full of all the sweet things you did for me. And even though I act crazy, I gotta thank the Lord that you made me. There are no words that can express how I feel. You never kept a secret, always stayed real. And I appreciate how you raised me and all the extra love that you gave me. I wish I could take the pain away. If you can make it through the night, there's a brighter day. Everything will be alright if you hold on. It's a struggle every day, gotta roll on. And there's no way I can pay you back, but my plan is to show you that I understand. You all appreciate it.
Don't you know we love you, sweet
dear mama.
Place no one above you, sweet.
You all appreciate it.
Don't you know we love you, sweet.
And dear mama. Dear mama.
I want to know who my representing it here tonight. Hold on.
Keep letting you back in. How can I explain myself? You said you cared for me better.
Louisiana. Murder on the beat. Something for y'all to cut up to, you know? Yeah. Everybody get your roll on. I know shorty and she doesn't want no slow song. Had a man last year, life goes on. Haven't let the thing loose, girl, in so long. You been inside, know you like to lay low. I've been peeping what you bringing to the table. Working hard, girl, everything paid for. First, last phone bill, car, no cable. With your phone out, gotta hit them angles. With your phone out, snapping like you Fable. And you showing off, but it's alright. And you showing off, but it's alright. It's a short life, yeah. That's a real one in your reflection. Without a follow, without a mention. You really piping up on these. You gotta be nice for what to these. I understand, you got 100 bands, you got a baby bands, you got some bad friends. High school pics, you was even bad then. You ain't stressing off no lover in the past tense, you already had them. Work at 8 a.m., finish round 5. All down, you don't see them outside. Yeah, they don't really be the same offline. You know dog days, you know hard times. Doing overtime for the last month. Saturday, call the girls, get them gassed up. Gotta hit the club, gotta make that jump. Gotta hit the club like you hit them angles. With your phone out, snapping like you Fable. And you showing off, but it's alright. And you showing off, but it's alright. It's a short life.
Your boy, I mean.
Watch the breakdown.
But we more like Belly, Tommy, and Keisha. Gave you TLC, you wanna creep and poured out my whole heart to a piece of shit. Man, I thought you would've learned your lesson. about. Liking pictures, not returning texts. I guess it's fine, man, I get the message. You still stutter after certain questions. You keep in contact with certain exes. Do you though? Trust me, it's cool though. Said that you was working, but you out here chasing who knows. But you lies, chilling poolside. Two lies. I could've did what you did to me to you a few times. But if I did decide to slide, find somebody, let him hit. You would've been pissed, but that's not my MO. I'm not that type of. And karma for you is gonna be who you end up with. You make me sick.
Baby, I adore. I gave you everything, was mine is yours. I want you to live your life, of course, but I hope you get what you're dying for. Be careful with me. Do you know what you're doing? Whose feelings that you hurting and bruising? You gon' gain the whole world, but is it worth the girl that you losing? Be careful with me. Yeah, it's not a threat, it's a warning. Be careful with me. Yeah, my heart is like a package with a fragile label on it. Be careful with me. Care for me. Always say that you'll be there for me. Oh, you better treat me carefully. Look, I was here before all of this. Guess you acting out now, you got an audience. Tell me where your mind is, drop a pin, what's the coordinates? You might have a fortune, but you lose me, you still gonna be misfortunate. Tell me, this love's got you this up in the head. You want some random up in your bed. She don't even know your middle name. Watch her, cause she might steal your chain. You don't want someone who love you instead? I guess not though, it's blame, disrespect. You nothing like the I met. Talk to me crazy and you quick to forget. You even got me tripping. You got me looking in the mirror different. Thinking I'm flawed because you inconsistent. Between a rock and a hard place, the mud and the dirt. It's gonna hurt me to hate you, but loving you's worse. It all stopped so abrupt, you started switching it up. Teach me to be like you, so I cannot give a free to mess with someone else. I wish these feelings could melt, cause you don't care about a thing except your damn self. You make me sick. Baby, I adore. I gave you everything, was mine is yours. I want you to live your life, of course, but I hope you get what you're dying for. Be careful with me. Do you know what you're doing? Whose feelings that you hurting and bruising? You gon' gain the whole world, but is it worth the girl that you losing? Be careful with me. Yeah, it's not a threat, it's a warning. Be careful with me. Yeah, my heart is like a package with a fragile label on it. Be careful with me.
Hey, I appreciate you all hanging out with me tonight. This is your boy, DJ. Y'all heard that sound effect I put in there? That was pretty cool, huh? Thank y'all for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate y'all. We're going to be here, same bat time, same bat channel tomorrow. Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio. Y'all make sure y'all share. Tell your folks about it, because after this weekend, it's going to be on and popping. Holla at your boy. It's all good. It's
What
going
we
to be
gonna
great.
do now? Let's
Make
go
it do
back.
just what it's supposed to.
J-Matt is not your everyday lunch partner. He's all the way raw.
How are you going to say Black Lives Matter when the only reason you come out is when cops kill us and we don't come out when we kill ourselves? That's crazy, man.
He's all the way real.
The truth You can't even handle the truth.
And most of all, he has his priorities right.
I want the Falcons and the Hawks to be my pallbearers at my funeral. That way they can let me down just one last time.
J-Mad gives it to you big.
Yeah, you need that real talk. Well, J-Mad, he got ya. Right here doing God's work, bringing life after the collar. Hey, radio show, and he's doing it big. You just can't ignore J-Mad, bringing you the word. Just holla at your boy. Hey, life after the collar with J-Mad.
Listen to J-Mad weekdays on Spreaker.com.